Good morning, everyone. Moving on to chapter 12 here. We're going to go straight to 12.2. Today we're just going to talk about surface areas of prisms. Guys, tomorrow we'll talk about cylinders. So, surface area of prisms, that's our focus. Guys, we're going to find lateral and surface areas. Okay? The faces are the sides of a prism. The faces that are not bases are what we call lateral faces. So, guys, if you think of the box, I'm sure we've all got mail delivered over the last few weeks. Think of the box as it sits on the porch, guys. The bases of the box, that's the bases, would be the bottom, and then the top, those would be the bases. The other four sides of the box would be lateral faces. So the ones that are not bases, we call those lateral faces. Lateral faces intersect at lateral edges. And guys, all of this is just vocab, so we can be speaking the same language here. The lateral faces intersect the bases at base edges. Okay, so all those edges on top and bottom of your box, those are base edges. The altitude is the perpendicular segment that joins the base planes. So guys, a lot of times that runs right along a lateral edge when we're talking about right prisms. And the height, it's the length of the altitude. So the altitude is that perpendicular distance. The height of the prism is whatever the length of that altitude is. All right. So the lateral area. So this is important. The lateral area is the sum of the areas of the lateral faces. So, guys, if you're looking at this triangular prism, so the two bases, guys, are this triangle on top and the triangle highlighted in pink down here on bottom. Those are the bases. So, the lateral faces, I'll use another color here. The lateral faces are the faces that they're rectangular. So that rectangle I've highlighted. Oh, and then there'd be this one. And also along the back, it's kind of hard to imagine, but along the back you can kind of see pieces of it over here and up here. Along the back there'd also be another rectangle. All three of those are lateral faces. If you found the area of those three rectangles, that would be called lateral area. Okay? Fortunately, there is a formula for it. It's just going to be L, lateral area, equals PHP, in this case, is the perimeter of the base. So the base of this is a triangle. If we found the perimeter of that triangle, and then we multiplied it by the H, the height, we could find lateral area. Okay, so that we don't have to find 3 or 4 different areas and add them all up. We can use this formula. In fact, we will use this formula for lateral area of a prism. All right, so let's find the lateral area. Example 1, find the lateral area of the prism. Round to the nearest tenth. Okay, guys, in this example, we have that the height is, let me go back to using my black ink here. We get that the height is 7 centimeters, because that's that measure there, that those lateral edges there. Okay. we do need to find the perimeter of the base. We know one side of the triangle, because the bases of the triangles here is 6, the other is 5, and that's a right triangle. So actually, we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem. We're going to have to go 5 squared plus 6 squared. We're going to find this third side of the hypotenuse squared. And so solving this, we're going to get the square root of 61, which is 7.8. That's the length of the hypotenuse here. So what is perimeter? Perimeter is 7.8 plus 6 plus 5. So perimeter is 6 and 5 are 11. 18.8. That's the perimeter of the base, that triangle. Again, lateral area is perimeter of base times height. So P times H. And that works out to be, I think, 131.6. 131.6. And that'll be units squared, so centimeters squared. That's the lateral area of this prism. Okay. We're going to skip over this one for today because we didn't find area of regular polygons in chapter 11. We had to cut that lesson out, so that'll make that one a little more challenging, guys. We're going to stick with just triangular prisms and rectangular prisms. So, all right, let's talk about surface area. That's kind of our next definition here. Guys, the surface area. So it's all, lateral area is just those lateral faces, the sides of it, if you will. Surface area is the surface, or the area of each surface, all added together. Okay, so the surface area of a prism is the sum of the lateral area, all the lateral faces, and the area of the bases. So you're adding those together. Okay, so the formula here, guys, surface area is PH, P times H, that's lateral area, plus 2B. Guys, here B is area of the base. Okay? So P, perimeter base, B, area of the base. All right. Let's go on to the next page here. We've got a couple of examples. Okay, so finding surface area of a prism. Guys, here we have a rectangular prism. Let's call these sides, let's make that our base. So these are all rectangular. So what would the perimeter of that base be? What would P be? We'd have 4 and 4 and 6 and 6. So the perimeter of that would be 8 and 12. That would be 20 feet. That's perimeter of the base. Height of our prism is 9 feet. That's this measure here. What else do we need for our surface area? Surface area equals PH. We've got P and H plus 2B. Oh, B. Area of the base. Well, if the base is a rectangle, that's just length times width, 6 times 4. So area of the base is 24. I guess we're just going to plug in PH and B. That will give us our surface area. P, we found to be 20 was the area, H9, plus 2 times the area of the base, 24. So surface area here, guys, 20 times 9 is 180 plus 48. Surface area, 228 feet squared. Okay. All right. Let's do. We'll do one more together here. Okay. So surface area, perimeter of the base times height plus 2b, area of the base. All right, guys. The base here, that's going to be these rectangular pieces. All right. So, guys, that's a right triangle. So to find the perimeter, yeah, we're going to have to do 12 squared plus 12 squared. We're going to find the hypotenuse. So 144 plus 144, that's 288 equals c squared. Square root both sides. We'll get c is 16.97. So perimeter of the base is 12 plus 12, that's 24, plus 16.97. Need to use my calculator here. I'm going to get 40.97. Our height is 8. Height of the prism is 8 plus 2. Area of the base is a triangle. 1/2 base times height. 12 times 12. Okay. Guys, you can just calculator work now. Just plugging in 40.97 plus 8. Or sorry, times 8. 327.76. Plus 1/2 times 12 times 12 times 2. It's going to be 144, which is equal to 471.8 units squared, millimeters squared. Okay. Main takeaway here, guys, lateral area, perimeter times height, surface area, pH plus 2b, 2 area of the base. Okay. Because your homework, again, going to be rectangular and triangular prisms only. All right, guys, any questions? I'll have the discussion open. You guys can send messages as well. All right, everyone have a wonderful afternoon.